Hello everybody, my name is Anthony. Welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 in Kaiserreich. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, we're finally, in 40 days, going to attack southern Italy. The AI has decided to bring some troops over here to help him in the fight, which is really good. Because one, they outnumber me a little bit. And two, it means the AI is going to move some of their 200 divisions to what's going to be an active war front, as opposed to just hanging around looking at and staring at the Portuguese with their like 14 divisions. The CSA and them are, they're all still fighting. What can you do? They're just going to be over there. Apparently Canada hates me. Had to focus on reconquering Britain. Anger of Canadian propaganda. Don't propaganda against me. I'm a great nation. Look, I have 174 political power. That's in the positives. That's much better than the United States, who is probably like negative 300 or something, because they get so many debuffs to their political power numbers. And also, if you can just put your troops on the German border, that would help me out so much. Spain has 41 divisions. They can mostly guard their own border. Like, we don't need you to be here, too. Yeah, especially, France, Britain, we should unite against the Pope. Because who do they think they are, right? The Pope thinks he's so great. He thinks he's so great, but truth is, he is nothing. He's nothing. He's just a guy who wears a funny hat. He lives in Rome, and Rome is our rightful capital. You're not, you guys aren't planning on attacking me, though, right? Okay, good. Pope, you're also not attacking or planning? It's unknown focus, so they might be trying to attack me. I'm not too sure. They're also extremely mad. And we saw some planes. Some interwar fighters, some tactical bombers, some interwar bombers. Again, no manpower to use them. But if we did have the manpower, things would be going pretty smooth right now. And Russia is now also tied to attack into Finland, which has a... Germany is guaranteed... Oh, Germany's not worth Russia. It's the beginning of the war. Well, these guys haven't done anything yet. Will we get an event saying that Germany and Russia are at war? Because, they've attacked Finland. You're not at war with everybody in between yet. Lithuania, the UBD, and Ukraine have not actually actively joined a war against them. But if it means that the German army is going to be distracted away from our borders... Belarus and... Why is Belarus out of the war? Apparently, Bulgaria is also at war with Georgia and these guys. Russia's actually lost... Have they lost like a lot of troops fighting in this war? They've actually lost significant numbers of troops. 78,000 against the Georgians and a lot against Turkestan. Will they join the... Will they join Germany? I'm not too sure. Okay, so Ukraine and Lithuania have joined the war. Bulgaria is also in the war. So to me, this is sounding a little bit to me like the beginning of World War II. The first steps? No event, apparently. If Russia and Germany are at war, nothing happens. If we declare war on two Sicilies, will they join Germany or will they join Russia? I'm not too sure. They'll probably join one of the two. So yeah, I think it's going to be a Germany against Russia, Germany against us against Germany, and us against Canada. So Canada and Germany against the Internationale and Russia. And then Austria is just going to be hanging out in the middle. Probably is going to join Germany, if I take a guess. Which isn't great news for us, to be fair. Less than 20 days. So at the end of the month, we should be at war. I didn't even start a recording, which I should have done. Or a timer, I should say. Which is what I'm supposed to do. so I know how long the video's been. The fall of Petrograd. The great Russian city built by Peter the Great was captured today. Russian defenders initially held back the Finnish army across the Neva River, but a few days ago, those positions finally fell. Now, the Sicilian cannon fire on the Vlesky Island has put the last defenders out of their misery. Some military tacticians say with proper defense, the city could have held out for years, but the Finnish momentum carried them through the day far faster than that. The Finnish army soldiers are using the palace square as a staging ground for moving through the rest of the city, and there are rumors of Finnish soldiers taking celebratory tours through the Great Museum of Artillery, confident that they'll put their own mark on military history of the Russian Empire. Well, Russia right now is very spread out. Apparently there might also just be a bunch of troops over here in Bukhara, which is holding the Russians back somehow. 1939. That means we can start getting medium tanks, which is what I want. 17 days. Russia has annexed there, so they can move all these troops up north. Georgia is holding out like... I'm surprised Russia hasn't joined the International. Actually, we might actually not go to war with Russia. But I wouldn't be surprised if at some point we actually end up at war with Russia. I mean, they were still fabricating a claim against us, which was weird, but Russia has CBs against Belarus. They're at war with a lot of people. The entirety of the Middle Europa. So they're at war with Africa, China, Morocco's involved now. So they've moved 40 divisions out of Portugal. I mean, that's something, at least that's good. Okay, 10 more days. You know, let's go speed 5. Get me to, whatever day this would be. 10 days from now. Like March 2nd. And then we can finally start a war. And hopefully the Iberian Federation will move, or France and Britain will move troops out of here. The Iberian Federation can be in Portugal. That's fine. I have no problems with that. It's everybody else I have a problem with. Six more days, so 1 week. And then we can actually get our manpower up. So right now, I'm not going to attack. Well, I'm going to attack. I'm going to immediately have to declare war. But I'm not going to take the offensive. I'm going to stay back and try to get up to extensive conscription. Training time goes up, but that doesn't matter to me at all. Mexico's joined the Third International. Take 2 Sicilies, get up to extensive conscription. I go straight up to service by requirement. But that decreases output, and I actually don't need it yet. Our allies already been called. Okay. Call everybody. Bryn, everybody's actually joining our cause. Once again, I'm just gonna stay back here, not push our way in too much. And I've already done anything for I take Roma as well. Take Sardinia. I can start the war against Canada right now if I wanted to. I'm not going to, but I could theoretically. 10. Yeah, sure. I mean, how much support equipment do I need? Only 52 days. I have 36,000 rifles spare right now. I don't know why I have 36,000 rifles. That's a lot. Britain's called Ireland to the war. They're kind of moving around right now. Fortified. Superior enemy fortified. Yes, right now they're not too pleased with the idea. Is France not joining the war? There we go. Thank you, France. So the international war is at war with southern Italy. Russia's at war with the middle Europa. Canada right now is out of the war, not doing anything else. But most of the major factions are at war at the moment. You know what? Screw it. Let's just start World War II. Well, not World War II necessarily, but let's try to take Sardinia. Germany, I still don't know. Germany could still attack France. And Belarus is just like, I'm just going to... Oh no, they got called back into the war. Okay. So I'm assuming the white peace thing was just kind of like a bug. How strong is the Canadian Navy? 160 ships, roughly. Which is significantly less than the British have. So I don't think Canada can really put in too much resistance right now. That's probably why they've been sending so many troops to Portugal right away. Let's get our better artillery. So we're very, very slowly getting manpower up. Extremely slowly, but we are. 0.009% of mobilizing. What is 0.009% of... I'm going to use my phone for a second, because I don't know how much that is. 0.009 times 1471 million. Of eligible core population. That's saying it's 132,000 people a day. But that doesn't sound right. Wait, what's 3% then? Oh wait, no, that... Oh no, because I'm dumb. 1, 2, 3, 9. Okay, no, so it is 133 people a day. Which really is not a lot. At all. Let's go get back to the clock, into the stopwatch, thank you. The Australian Union... so did Nepal surrender? No. Oh, but you've gone syndicalist. Okay, so Australia is just not in the Entente anymore. But they have a non-aggression pact with France and Canada, so they're just like, let's just go do our own thing. But 30% are fascist. The recent election in the Australian Confederation saw a victory for the Labour Party led by John Curtin. Are you John Curtin? You are. But within days after his victory, radical elements within the Labour Party rose up and took control. These radicals are loyal to the Australasian Council of Trade Unions, the ACTU, being the most prominent syndicalist faction in the Antipodes. Hiding since the Comet Uprising in 1924, the coups left the nation shocked. Syndicalist loyalists have already taken to the streets across Australasia to prevent demonstrations and outbreaks of violence. Join my faction. Please? Not that you'd help too much right now, but you could in the future. So right now, we have a lot of Sardinian and Papal ships engaging in the Mediterranean. All of our troops have decided to leave. They've actually just completed... all of Canada's troops, they've also just decided to abandon most of their border. Have you decided that Germany's an actual threat yet? Is that what happened? Because right now, I'm actually about to do the thing where we attack Sardinia. So now would be the time you actually try to be on the Portuguese border, but now you decide not to be. Okay. They're all moving to Italy. Everybody on Earth is about to be in Italy, okay. I don't know, everybody... it's a party down here. But again, it's like, there's nowhere I can really attack because they're all pretty strongly defended. Everybody's here. The entire Internationale is here. So what's going to happen? Like, how many troops does Mexico have? They have 20 divisions. Argentina has 5. So, I mean, not a ton. For the decision for the Pope, do I actually have to have taken over? So I can hold if it's... oh, no, Italy has to be united, too. So never mind, I can't actually just do it right away. But then I can actually go back here and try to get to... the Industrial Enlightenment. So I can actually get the 5th research slot, which I kind of have been wanting for a while. And France and Britain, if you want to help me out here, that would also be very welcome. No, they've also decided to abandon the front because they're like, let's screw it. We don't need to be here. Of course, I only want very careful plans, so I can't lose too many troops here. Only careful engagements, so that I don't lose 1,000,000 men that I can absolutely not reinforce. Okay, it does look like our allies are coming in here to help. 14 people in reserve. 10 people in reserve here. But it looks like as soon as we just break through the very front line, we should be able to walk in pretty easily. Yeah, I don't know what about the AI just changed as soon as I declared war. They're just like, oh, we can actually do something else now. Maybe I want to build some Marines as well. How many troops are here? 5, 9, 10, 11, 12. I see 12 troops. They apparently have a lot more than 12 troops, though. So we're actually expected to win these battles. Eventually. In 20 days. It's months. It's going to take months and months and months. But at some point we can maybe win. 7 support equipment. Sure, I will take it. Unless that's actually British troops. Okay, no, those are French troops. Not that I don't care if the French die. It's just I care less if they die than if I die. 36 days. How are we considered surrounded? Or encircled, I should say. Yeah, we lost a lot of troops right there. How many men have I already lost in this war? 10,000? Yeah, that's going to take a long time to reinforce. Do we have manpower for these guys yet? No, we don't. Some of them do. But not many. They have so much defense. So much defense. That it's going to be very hard to break them. Hopefully we can, you know, rush to Portugal, though. That would be nice. And how long until any more techs are done? Like a month from now. Russia's making some pretty decent progress. They're winning in Ukraine. They're losing in the north, but they are pushing their way through Finland. It's really going to be... It's going to be a challenge. Like, we could just fight a war goal against the Germans. .160, so they're above the combat width too, which is a 20% debuff. Enemy air superiority, but they're super entrenched, and their commander is pretty good actually. We did lose a ship, but we basically sank their entire navy as far as I can tell. So I'm going to actually reposition my navy. I lost half my navy, actually. Whoops. But we definitely should defend the coast. Especially since in 20 days we're also going to be at war with Canada and the Entente. Which will definitely get the AI to shift their priorities as well. Of course, they're in the mountain province with a level 2 fort. It is going to be hard to break that. Yeah, and you're losing organization pretty fast. But we have so many guys in reserves that they should be able to 9%. So they're constantly like shifting up and around. It looks like they're leaving. Did we win, or are they just moving? Our organization is 44. Theirs is 69, so yeah, we're not going to win that easily. What if we push on the coast? Because the coast is relatively less defended. I'm going to try to push in here as well, just so we can maybe progress here. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. Thanks for watching. My name is Anthony. If you enjoyed, remember thumbs up. If not, click thumbs down. If you want to subscribe, and goodbye.